Greetings, everyone. This is Instructor Mustafa coming from MedJ International Services, located right here in the District of Columbia. Today, I want to talk to you about another life-saving tip. And that life-saving tip is, do you understand what imminent threat is? And do you know when to use deadly force? Do you understand imminent threat? And do you know when to use deadly force? What I want to do is I want to read what imminent threat is so you'll know exactly what imminent threat is. Because I think we've been to class and got our permits, and we doing everything that we supposed to do, carrying around, whatever, training, shooting, but we still don't remember what the law is. Bits and pieces, but not enough to keep your ass out of jail. And see, that's what's important here is how do you stay out of jail after you deploy self-defense? Now, let me read what imminent threat is. In criminal law, imminent threat is essential to assessing the legality of action taken in response to perceived danger. It is particularly relevant in cases involving violent crimes, where defendants claim to have acted under immediate threat. The threat must be immediate and unavoidable, distinguishing it from speculative or future dangers, which do not justify preemptive action. That's it. So this part right here, the threat must be immediate and unavoidable. What they're saying is that if you're walking down the street or you're in a house, let's say you're in a house, we do both scenarios, and someone comes in the house, or you are arguing with someone in the house, maybe a visitor, maybe a family member, whomever it is, and you're arguing with them, and that person grabs a knife, or grabs a pot, or grabs a stick, or grabs a gun, or going for a gun, that's immediate and unavoidable threat. Because there's nothing that you can do about that, because this is what that person is trying to do. Now you have to do what you have to do to defend your life, but it's still, you have to assess the situation. Can I leave? That's the most important thing about any of this. Can I leave? Can I walk out the door? Because what? My ego's not that big to be getting in some kind of confrontation with you about something. In the street, in home, none of that. I don't play that. I don't deal with that. I don't deal with ego. The ego will get you killed. My job is to deploy situational awareness. And also, my job is to make an assessment of that situation so I know what I need to do. Do I need to exit? Or can I de-escalate this situation? Or do I have to have a combat? Or deploy, get myself ready for combat? Because people are trying to kill me now. I've done everything I'm supposed to have done. I can't leave because it's blocking me. Something is blocking me, or they're in front of the exit, and my back is to the wall. So there's so many different scenarios what you need to do. But if you can leave. But if you see it is imminent threat, and you have to deal with that. And remember right here what I said again: the threat must be imminent and unavoidable, distinguishing it from speculative or future danger. And with that part is speculative. I thought he had something. I thought she had something, so I used my gun. Or they said they was going to do something in the future. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to beat your ass. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that in the future. So we're talking about things that you perceive that's going to happen, that because they said this, or you thought this, or you got it from another person. Somebody said this about you, and they going to do this and do that, but that person never said it. And when you saw that person, now that person don't know what you're talking about, or they never came to you with that kind of action. But you said, I'm going to deal with this right here because my ego is telling me that I need to kill this person right here because I listen to everything and don't do any kind of assessing for my own to see what's going on. And you kill that person because you thought that. So you have to understand exactly what the law is, And it says from speculative or future dangers, which does not justify preemptive action. This is what I'm saying. You just can't do something. If somebody come in your house, they're standing right there, they're trying to leave, you just can't shoot them. You can't. Forensics, they're going to do everything and they're going to say that, oh yeah, he killed him. The man was trying to leave. If somebody was in a car and there was a road rage and somebody's coming up to you that does not have a gun and you thought he was going to do this, you thought that she was going to do that, you're going to jail. If you're in a store and somebody and stuff, they robbing the store. Now, do you get in it or do you stand down? If they're trying to rob you, what do you do? Did you assess the situation at first? See, give you all kind of scenarios. If somebody's following you, if someone's following you, maybe you just got out your car and you see some guys just coming, just standing around or across the street or wherever they are, they see you, they come out, they start following you, saying stuff to you. And you're like, what's up? What's going on? What's up with you? This, that, and the other and stuff, okay? So now what do you do? Do you pull your firearm right away? Are you trying to get to your place so you can open the door? You trying to de-escalate the situation? Everything is going to be watched. What did you say? What did you do? Whole lot of cursing. You don't need to do all that. You just need to start falling back. Setting up a line so when the prosecutors look at, that's how you look at the prosecutors. The police just going to arrest you or not arrest you, whatever. But it's the prosecutors, they're the ones that you have to look at. And they're the one that's looking at what you did, what you didn't do. So, do the right things. So, if you have to draw your firearm, you still did what you're supposed to have done. And even then, the prosecutors may try to do something on the left or do something on the right or charge you with something else, knowing it was a good shoot, knowing that you had no other choice but to deploy self-defense. You did everything you could to de-escalate the situation. You did everything that you could to just retreat back to my safe space. But these individuals continue to come at me and I fear for my life. Other than because what they were saying to me along the way. Oh, I just fear because they kept coming to me. They didn't listen to my commands. I told them to back up. I told them to stand down. I told them to go ahead and wait. But they didn't listen. I tried to get into my home. The gate, it's a gate. I can't turn my back to press the code to get in because these people are coming at me. So I had to defend myself. So it's so many situations. That's why you have to do scenario-based training. That's why you have to know the law. If you live in Maryland, you got to go visit your HQL. If you're in DC, you got to look at your laws. If you're in Utah, whatever, you still got to use the law because you're talking about each state. So each state that you go in, you travel through, you traverse through, you need to know their laws. Because if you get into a self-defense situation, now you're dealing with another group's laws. Not group, but just, another state or municipality. Because things are different in each city, each town. Things are different. So, look, understand the difference now. You have to understand what imminent threat is, and you have to understand when to deploy defensive tactics. You have to understand when to do these things, because if you do it too early, you get like a warning shot. That's too early. A shot when you're chasing somebody and they're retreating, that's too late. When you in the shit, that's when you have to be as accurate and you have to be responsible. Because it happens like that, but you're supposed to see this stuff quickly because you've already done situational awareness. So you know. So they didn't catch you off guard. Now you understand exactly what the lay of the land is, how many people it is, and where the attack may be coming from, and how can I get out? Remember, leave, get out the door, go out the back door, go out the front door. Excuse me, I don't mean no harm, whatever it is, maintaining your security. So if just in case you don't see any guns, but your hands are in the right position right here. So if you have to draw, you can draw. Whether you draw from appendage or whether you draw from 3 o'clock or if you draw from 9 o'clock. It don't matter. You're ready, but you still, and also you got to be careful about when you do draw your firearm. Talking about, people be, it's the same guys that try to rob you. The same guys that try to assault you will be the same guys that, tell the police that you was pointing a gun at them. When they were trying to rob you and try to harass you, trying to beat you up. And the police going to take their word for it because you have a firearm. That's the first thing they're going to say. You waving your firearm around. You pointing your gun at me. And now you become, the person, the assailant now, because they the victim, because you supposed to be pointing a gun at them, but they were the ones that was trying to rob you. That's how it goes. It's like that. And it don't make no difference where you are. People are like that. They see someone with a gun and they get them, even if your gun is in a low ready, down here, low ready here. They still say he had a gun. He was waving the gun around. He was just pointing his gun around. You didn't do none of that. And if there aren't any CCTV around where law enforcement could capture the image and capture the video, see, now it's your word against theirs. Now you gotta prove it. That's why after the incident, after what's going on, if you have that shooting, immediately get yourself together. You want to call, your insurance, whoever it is, whether it's Lockton or CC. I forgot the one. They're very good, but it's one of the concealed carry organizations and stuff that has a large and a very effective and efficient insurance plan for you. And they have membership. They got all kind of stuff. You're just only 2, so they come right up. They're very good. But you call them, and they're sending their team. They'll contact their team, and then whoever the person is from either the insurance company, they'll call you immediately. And when they get it, they'll call you and they'll advise you of what you should and what you shouldn't be doing. And then when can you meet? When can you tell them about the incident? And you did everything that you're supposed to have done. So look, revisit your law, understand where you are, do scenario-based training, and just make sure that, you're doing everything that you're supposed to do to stay out of jail. And remember, don't talk to the police after the situation. Talk to your representative. That's it. Let the police know that you fear for your life. Someone try to do something to you. You have to talk to my attorney after this. I can't, it's up to them to investigate you. So they should be going and get footage of talking to witnesses and getting CCTV cameras. You ain't got to be telling them nothing because they'll take your story and take your statements and tear them up and build them down, lie on you, whatever. Don't talk to the police ever, never, ever, no matter what they say. Don't talk to them. So remember, visit in Maryland, check out your HQL, DC, check out your laws, and everywhere else, just check out what you need to check out so you can stay out of jail as far as your laws to having a concealed firearm. Stay alive.